The best over-the-counter method for earwax removal is using Earol Spray, and we recommend that people use it somewhere between about once a fortnight and once a month. I normally suggest that people do it on the first day of every month so that it's a trigger to remember to do it. And for those people who know that they make an excessive amount of earwax, then they really need to do it a little bit more often. But the general recommendation, somewhere between once a fortnight and once a month. There is a difference between using drops for ears as opposed to a spray. People who use drops don't always lie down in the right way. The drops don't always reach for wax appropriately. So that's a little bit of a concern. Equally, it can be a little bit messy, and people sometimes put too much drops in there, or maybe not enough. The beauty of Earol Spray is the fact that it's a metered dose, so you're delivering the correct amount of oil to the ear, and it's also spraying out into the ear and attacking all the wax in the canal. There are many products that people could purchase from a pharmacy or from an audiological practice. The ones which are often purchased are either olive oil, or they're hydrogen peroxide, or sometimes sodium bicarbonate solution. The recommendation in the past has been from GPs and ENTs to use sodium bicarbonate solution, but some of these products have ingredients in them that can actually make the ear a little bit itchy and irritated, particularly if they're used too much. And for people who are diabetic, it can predispose them to infection. So we'd rather people use a very natural ingredient, such as olive oil, and the olive oil spray is much easier to actually use by individuals, and therefore our recommendation is always using the Earol spray. In terms of how often that people should be using the Earol spray, the normal recommendation is somewhere between once a fortnight and once a month. It's important that people really get into a habit of using it on a regular basis, so that those people who are only using it once a month, I normally recommend do it on the first day of every month as a trigger to remind themselves to do it. But some individuals need the spray to be utilised more often, so we would suggest to people to be using it at least once a fortnight. And there are some individuals who make an excessive amount, and this could be that they are just naturally making an awful lot. It could be that they are, through work or through their leisure, they're using different devices that go into the ear, which is causing the wax to build up more. Or it could be that physically the size of the ear canal is very small or narrow or maybe even deformed, and therefore it's likely to block off more easily. So the general rule is somewhere between once a fortnight and once a month, but those individuals who make an awful lot should be using it at least once a week.